Brakti Hawa Brakatha, Yahusha Brakti Hawa Brakatha, Yahusha Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, My Country 'Tis to Thee, Mistrial. According to Merriam-Webster, a mistrial is defined as a trial that is rendered void and of no legal effect because of some serious procedural error or because of the inability of the jury to reach a verdict. My second source, WLBT, and this article is entitled Mistrial Declared in Case of Father Son Accused of Shooting at FedEx Driver. Published August 17, 2023.
Good.
Airheads have more fun.
Breaking news on WLBT News starts now.
We continue to follow your breaking news from Brookhaven tonight.
Yeah, a judge declares a mistrial in the case involving a white father and son charged with attempted murder for the shooting at a black FedEx driver. Now, Gregory Case and his son Brandon are accused of chasing and shooting at Mistrial Gibson as he was dropping off a package in Brookhaven.
3 on your side's Quentin Smith joins us live now. Quentin, what was the reaction following the judge's decision today?
Well, Courtney Ann, none of the reactions were the same today. When it comes to the defendants who are on trial, Greg Case and his son Brandon, they were stoic and didn't show any emotion or have any reaction when the judge declared this a mistrial. But when it comes to Gibson's mother, she was the complete opposite. Once the judge made his decision today, she let out a loud expletive and stormed out of the courtroom, visibly upset with the way things ended today.
There are only 2 parties in the case, the state of Mississippi and, of course, the defense.
Just minutes into day 3 of this trial, and the defense makes this motion.
We moved for the court to order a mistrial.
Attorney Dan Kitchen saying there were 3 errors made by a key witness by the prosecution, Detective Vincent Fernando, who's also the lead investigator on this case. All 3 happening during day 2 of the trial, including when Fernando admitted that he has a recorded conversation of him interviewing the victim, Mistrial Gibson, but that evidence was never turned over to the district attorney's office or to defense attorneys. This is Fernando's admission on the stand on Wednesday.
And why was that? Why was that?
Interview him inside the police station. We have that footage, audio, video recording when he gave me a written statement.
His statement was recorded with audio and video, and y'all have that?
He gave me a written statement. I have a few questions. Yes, sir.
Following these developments, Lincoln County Circuit Court Judge David Strong says he was left with no other choice but to declare a mistrial.
I have no idea whether there were other things that weren't turned over, and I can assure you no one hates a mistrial more than the court, because once again we are in the position of coming back here doing the same thing, and we've essentially spent 3 days that end up being wasted time and effort.
After this decision, Gibson's mother expressing her frustration, she drops her head and then leaves out of the courtroom upset and disappointed. District Attorney Deke Bates says he has similar feelings.
It's very frustrating to me, but I'm certain it's frustrating to others. Probably more. They have more invested.
Attorney Carlos Moore.
So you mean to tell me key evidence was not submitted? Why was that? And this further shows that more so in these small ass towns in Mississippi, from the sheriff department, the firefighters, police department, judges, attorneys, all of them are Klansmen, okay? They are all in cahoots together. And that was the real reason for this mistrial. That was the real reason why important or key evidence was not submitted. And again, according to Merriam-Webster for a mistrial, a trial that is rendered void and of no legal effect because of some serious procedural error or because of the inability of the jury to reach a verdict. And the victim is to the lawyer's right, okay? And then this is what happened when Jake continues to believe in Esau and his court system. Their court system is set up for them only, not for Jake. Ruth 1:20, and she said unto them, call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty, which is another title for Yahweh, has dealt very bitterly with me. And that's the real reason we came to America and the Americas, because the Most High was going to deal bitter with us. America goes back into the origin of Mara, okay? And again, Mara means bitter. Put it like this: all of the curses are fully activated within this landmass, okay? And also throughout the four corners of the world. But America in itself means bitter. And the real reason why Esau can get off of an attempt of first-degree murder is because of what? Second Ezra 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, meaning an age, his rulership, his kingdom, his dominion, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Again, Second Ezra 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, and in Esau's world, in his kingdom, he rules, okay? From the nobility of Edom all the way down to lesser Edomites based on their social economic status. Okay, they still benefit. Why? Because they are within their blessing. They have favor because they are blessed. Let me just get it. And the blessing is spoken of in Genesis 27. And verse 38, and Esau said unto his father Isaac, have you but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. going into the blessing of Esau, meaning from a symbolic standpoint that he will have favor in any and everything he does. That's why he has the best houses, the prettiest cars, okay? Always having money, because we are within his blessing. Verse 40, and by your sword, the gun, shall you live, and shall serve your brother. And it shall come to pass, when you shall have the dominion, that you shall break his yoke from off your neck. Right? So we are within Esau's dominion, Esau's rule. However, we are in the end of his rulership. Luke 16 and verse 23. This is the parable of Lazarus. And in hell, which is symbolic, he lift up his eyes. Now, he is referring to the rich man, which is symbolic for the nobility of Edom, being in torments, and saw Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. So from a symbolic standpoint, this takes place on earth, okay? Going into the concept of the kingdom of heaven, which will be Esau's hell on earth. Verse 24, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that you in your lifetime received your good things, meaning what? You had a kingdom on earth. And likewise, Lazarus evil things, because within your kingdom was the Israelites' hell on earth. But now he is comfort. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven is manifested on earth, and you are tormented. Now, a key point, remember that you in your lifetime received good things. For example, a mistrial declared in case of father and son accused of shooting at a FedEx driver. They got off due to a mistrial. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. And 13. Now this is going into the judgment for Cain murdering Abel. And he murdered Abel because Abel submitted to the Most High a righteous sacrifice based on the law. And according to the law, Cain didn't do so. And also, if you can receive this in the spirit, Cain came back as Esau, and Abel came back as Jacob. And Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from your face shall I be hid. From your face shall I be hid is symbolic, meaning that an Edomite will never receive the Holy Spirit. And Edomites are so-called white people based on the lineage of their fathers. And it shall come to pass that everyone that find me shall slay me. And Yahweh said unto him, therefore whosoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord Yahweh set a mark on Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. Now this mark is what? That the Most High stripped Cain, who later became Esau. In the process of reincarnation, he stripped Cain as well as Esau, because it's the same person. They lack what? Melanin, pigmentation. All right. And this is an indicator to show who the wicked truly is. And at this time frame, we have to assess the spirit, because you have Israelites looking like so-called white people. Remember that. We're scattered throughout the four corners of the world. But the point is, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. See, within the blessing of Esau, Esau has what? A hedge, okay? And we can also equate this hedge from Genesis 4:15. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, therefore, whosoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. So that's the reason why if a black man kills a white man, even in self-defense, he's sentenced to life. But a white man can shoot at a working FedEx driver who so happened to be Jake and get a mistrial. Now you tell me that this is not spiritual. My country tears to thee. For what? For what? We were brought here to be servants, to be bondmen and bondwomen, and only Yahweh Shai can redeem us. And Jake is super stupid for even thinking that justice will come from an Edomite in regards of him convicting a fellow Edomite. No. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.